That big hole leads into some kind of factory, I think.
Probably a factory where they make little holes.
Maybe I can get inside through that window up there. If only I could reach it somehow.
Ah!
This has got to be the entrance to the Armando Power Company office. Oh man, it's locked.
That's why we brought a pickaxe!
Oh man, that door is way too sturdy.
We need to get a better pickaxe, man. Obviously the corn will help me here.
I can't reach the window with that.
Well, I was thinking maybe you could jump and hook on and fine, be that way. Wait a minute, what the hell am I thinking?
I hate to break it to you, Mr. Padlock, but we're going to have to amputate.
Ah!
It's really dark in here, man. I can't see a thing.
Good evening, dessert. So, I'm curious, and I keep meaning to ask you this, but the only time I really see you is during the that show that we do on Thursdays, Starcast, and I'm constantly, I'm pretty sure I probably already asked you how to pronounce that before, but let's start with this. Aside from STS standing for the space shuttle, what does that stand for, and is it, how do you pronounce your name? Let's just go with that.
Looks like some kind of power box.
Uh-oh.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, I figured. Oh, I see.
Nothing happened.
I'd have to get it all the way over.
Nothing happened.
But okay. Gotcha. T13. I will use that from now on. Oh, yes. Sorry, there's chatter going on in the Starcast Skype channel thing.
If only I could get over to the window on the other side somehow.
You look kind of ghostly up there. Mental health. Welcome.
The buttons aren't working. I think it's turned off.
Well, turn it on. All right.
Nothing happened.
So I figured it's supposed to go right in the middle.
Nothing happened.
But it's right in the middle. Yes,
The
45
buttons
minutes.
aren't working. I think it's turned off.
Come back to it. Oh, just taking a out.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
See?
Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
See, I had it all the way to the right. Like that.
Cool. It's a steel mill.
I had it there. I swear to God, I did.
Let's see what this button here does. Aha! I think this crane is for melting stuff.
Like maybe a car.
Oh man, there's not enough iron in the smelter to make a girder. I wanna make my own girder. This little box has keys in it. I'll grab them.
And I bet that key.
There's a control panel.
No, I know, yeah.
Okay, let's see if this fits. Nice.
Now we can grab the police car.
I always wanted to do that.
Did I read the monthly report? No, I did not. I started to.
I think I'm done playing with the grain. Man, why do I always wind up having to walk over scary high things? Alright, Juana, you can do it. Just close your eyes and everything will be alright.
Don't close your eyes. Meanwhile... Mr. Smithers! Oh, no.
Yeah, it is the almighty power company. Come visit us mortals down in the filth. I keep track of all the scum here, including you lot. Now state your business or get out of my town.
That's funny. You act as if I don't own you. You know why I'm here.
Well, that's what he asked for.
Where's the book?
Oh, well.
It's in the safe.
And the woman and those two buffoons I had you lock up.
Funny story.
Get out of the way.
You let them get away?
You didn't say that first part. Said they
I'm
got-
going to find them, even if I have to tear your horrible town apart, brick by brick.
Okay, Megatron.
Deploy the troops.
You can't do this!
You insolent little maggot! Did you really think I'd let you take control of Port Archu?
Yeah.
You were nothing but a puppet.
Hello, Bobby.
Now stay out of my way, or you'll end up like Makaigo.
Freeze!
Ah!
Juana? What are you doing here?
You backstabbing woman! What were you doing with that policeman Barlow?
I wasn't backstabbing you, you nut. I was trying to talk my way back to the book, and I was this close to getting my hands on it when you blundered in there and blew my whole operation. I was going to come help you out of jail as soon as I'd secured the book. I still need you and your airplane, Juana.
Oh, but I thought...
Well, it doesn't matter now anyways. The book is securely locked up in Club Temba, and we're going to have to try a different approach to get it back. I've been trying to dig up some dirt on this Barlow guy, and I'm pretty confident this is where we'll find it.
You talking about that missing police report, right?
Sounds like you've done your homework, Juana. I'm impressed. Yes, the missing file is bound to be hidden away here somewhere. Once we find that file, you'll be one step closer to finding out what happened to Count Dodo. And I'll be one step closer to getting the book back and finding out the truth behind this whole cover-up.
What were you doing with that Barlow anyway?
What were you doing with Barlow anyways?
I told you, I was trying to talk him into giving me the book back. The Underland seems to be a touchy subject for him. He's clearly covering something up, big time.
And what's in the missing file?
What's in the missing file?
I don't really know. All I know is that since the power company is covering it up, it's bound to contain something that they don't want us to know about. I'm hoping it's going to contain some kind of dirt on Barlow, so we can squeeze him into giving the book back.
You know, the entire concept of a cover-up is because you don't want someone to know something. So that makes no sense. What about Mr. McIgloo?
You know anything about this Makigbo guy?
Well, he used to be chief of police here in Port Arthur. He wrote the missing report we're looking for. Why he suddenly disappeared or where he went, I have no idea.
Okay, let's find that police report.
All right, you start looking through the shelves, and I'll try the computer.
The Empowerer, issue 49. 10 pro tips that will boost your career in the energy industry. Only old bookkeeping in this drawer. It's a bunch of documents about the early days of the Armando Power Company. Seems like the Armando Power Company originally was a mining company. It says here they wanted to expand their operation further down into the mist, all the way down to the underland.
It only makes sense that they wanted to do more mining and earn more money. That's what companies do.
But in the underland? That place is just fairy tales. Besides, it wasn't allowed, was it?
You've got to remember that back then, diving down through the mist wasn't illegal. Anyone could try their luck. But none of those tries ever yielded anything. None of them ever came back dead or alive. I guess the fairy tales were amazing enough to make people risk their lives again and again. Their failed attempts to reach the Underland are very interesting, but it's not the information we're looking for. We want to know what's going on down there now. We've got to find that missing police report.
While I'm sure they were trying to keep the script kind of punchy and fast-paced, especially for this part, I think that her edits between sentences were a little bit too tight. They should have allowed just like a half a beat more to separate the sentences and make them more distinct.
Nah, nothing of interest in there. Only old bookkeeping in this drawer. Hey! Here's a newspaper cutout from the day Barlow and Count Dodo returned from their expedition.
You mean the article from the Daily Post?
Yeah!
I saw that. Apparently, Barlow and Count Dodo's expedition was the first one to ever make it back alive from the Underland. An extraordinary feat that many claim to be completely bogus since they didn't have a single shred of proof to show for it. Except for a battered old book with sketches and drawings in it that the captain had written along the way. Guess which book that is?
Hey, we know that book. It's the Journal of the Journey Down.
That's right. In the article, Barlow claimed that they had found some kind of strange new power source in the Underland, and was eager to set up research and tap into this new amazing power. But Count and Dodo apparently refused to take part of the interview altogether.
That's strange. I wonder why Count and Dodo didn't want to talk about it.
More importantly, what was it Count and Dodo didn't want to talk about? And how did the Armando Power Company get involved in all this? That's when things really start to get interesting.
This one's empty.
So,
Only old bookkeeping in this drawer.
so far it's been all the middle drawers that have done the cool stuff.
Ah, here we go. A file about the setting up of the Big Power Company expedition.
Really? Let me see that.
No.
Upon Barlow and Count and Dodo's return from their expedition, the Armando Power Company quickly seized the opportunity and hired Barlow as a guide for their own operation. The investment was massive. It seems the power company spent its every penny on setting up the biggest, most well-prepared venture to the Underland known to man.
No!
The only thing they couldn't buy was Count and Dodo.
What? Why not?
He refused. Apparently, Count and Dodo was actually jailed for refusing to join the operation, and later disappeared to no one knows where.
Well, we know where he wound up. He wound up in Kingsport Bay and adopted me and Quito. But where did he go when he left us?
This document is older than that. It doesn't say. Maybe the Armando Power Company caught up with him. I don't know.
Caught up with him? You mean...
I don't know, Buana. We're getting more questions here than answers. We need to find that missing police report.
There was a part in the midst of all of that where she said that it used its every penny. And they're in it, and that's why I went, ah! That should have no apostrophe. It's is possessive in that case. Should have no apostrophe.
Nah, nothing of interest in there.
So far, there's been nothing of interest on the top shelf, so this will probably be the one that has the cool stuff in it, so we'll start at the bottom.
Only old bookkeeping in this drawer. Just boring paperwork in there.
And finally,
Nah, nothing of interest in there.
exactly what I didn't think was going to
Hey,
happen.
Buona.
What?
Yeah?
Check this out.
What?
Oh!
It's a safe.
I see that.
Buona, do you know how to pick a lock?
Why would you think...
Just stand back, lady. I got the situation under control.
What makes you think that...
Nice try, Buona. Looks like we're going to have to figure out the code for this combination lock.
I messed that panel up pretty bad, huh?
It's all right. The buttons are still working.
Okay, so it's a 9. I just thought that would be funny. All ones and twos. There is? There is. All right, so it's a 7 and a 1 and a 4 and a 5. We just have to get them in the right order. Yeah. No, because if you do a 2, all the lights are red, so none of them is a 2. The only ones that produced any green lights were 1, 4, 5, and 7. So those are the numbers we're looking for. We just have to get them in the right order. And I can't remember what I just entered. Okay, so let's reverse that. Four was in the right place, 5 was in the right place, 1 and 7 were not. So we go 4, 5, 7, 1.
Got it!
This document explains everything. McEvo details high-level corruption in Port R2 and writes about the power company threatening to silence anyone who stands in their way. Even Police Chief McEvo himself. That explains McEvo's mysterious disappearance and the following replacement by Barlow.
You mean McEvo was murdered by the power company?
Exactly. Barlow covered his tracks well, but now we found his dirty secret. Were you followed?
No, you were followed.
Step on it! Ah! They're going to knock us right off the bridge! Ah!
Oh dear.
Hail, Madame Sisulu!
Finally, I caught you.
Let us go, you thieves!
Where's the book? Eh?
Ha! You'll never lay your filthy hands on the Journal of the Journey down. Barlow has got it locked up in the Club Temba safe.
A feeble safe is no match for us pirates. Gentlemen, we are breaking in tonight.
End of chapter 2. Damn it.
All right, you two. You can get out now.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for the ride, man.
You're lucky Madame Sisulu still has plans for you.
Well,
Plans? What plans?
Madame Sisulu knows everything about your research at the Agibo University. After we make our little visit to Club Demba tonight, you're going to help us use the journal.
And what makes you think we'd help you? You pirates are nothing more than looters and grave robbers.
But you do want to see the Underland, don't you?
Not
It's
by
your
dying.
dream, isn't it? Then you're gonna have to play by the Madame's rules. Now keep your mouths closed and stay out of our way.
Come on, Buona. Let's get out of here before the police show up.
why would they show up? Uh-oh.
Mighty mud juggler, this place is guarded like a fort.
Looks like the power company has taken over the whole place. I bet they're here for the book. It's right up there in the safe.
Where? Behind the big elephant head?
No, it's inside the head. The vault door leads into the VIP room. I've seen it up
That's
close.
what that is.
Tonight, the pirates are gonna break in there and steal the book.
Not if we do it fast.
But that's impossible. How are we ever going to get inside?
Through the
Come
ass.
here, I'll show you.
We're going through the ass.
It's the back door to Club Temba.
That's what I said.
You think we can get in this way?
I'm not sure. Looks robust. Give me a minute to work my magic. I might be able to break it open.
All right, I'll go search for Quito on the airplane.
Good idea.
Probably still in prison. Alright, so it is 2:40 my time, which is 20 minutes until it's time for StarCast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and save this here and end the tingy. Yes, I want to overwrite that. And so we'll end this here. And then I got to go get ready for StarCast because we start in about 20 minutes or so. And then we'll do that. Okay. And then I'll be back on Tuesday at the very latest with another TMI Tuesday. Probably more Skyrim. And so yeah, until that kind of thing happens. Well, until that happens. I will talk to you guys later. If you're going to be hanging around, definitely stick around for StarCast. Core will be back. He's back now, so we got him in the house and stuff. And Rada is a sad panda. She got that ass, see, sticking out down. Right. So I will talk to you guys later on, and until next time, be careless.